I do. It is. It's really, really good.
He's got his hand up.
Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do a little prove up divorce. And so then I'll get to you in just a second, the people on the Zoom call, but let me ask, Miss, is it Maslowski?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whoops.
Mhm.
Wait a second. Probably nobody heard me either.
No, we can hear you, Judge.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. Prove up I'm going to do is, and you may not be aware of it, so that'll be fine, with Shelby Langley and Devin Langley, and there's an AG case involved, and I think the attorney for respondent has
For petition.
okay, so you're Shelby,
Yes.
okay, has talked with Ms. Trong. So
Okay.
are you familiar at all with that, or has this all been done with Ms. Trong?
For the Shelby case or for the case?
No, for this other one, it's Shelby Langley and Devin Langley.
I don't know anything about that, but I can look into it.
Okay, so that's okay. Mr. Anderson is here. He's the attorney for petitioner. I'm just going to have him tell you what his understanding is, that he's talked to Ms. Strong, just so you'll know that we're not on the record yet. So go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, y'all have an AG cause number of 2016 L6651. The OAG number is 001-343-3753.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you able to get that number, or are you just going to listen?
Yeah, no, I wrote it down. I got to pull it up.
Okay. Give her just a second to pull it up.
Okay, does it look like there was an order that was recently drafted on
It was like Friday.
Monday or Friday? Okay. Okay.
So what I've done is I've talked to Ms. Trong, and she's agreed that y'all didn't need to be part of today. We're just getting a divorce, and we're going to incorporate the modified possession as well as the what y'all did with the modified support in arrears into the whole order. So we're just going to incorporate y'all's order into this order for 2021 L7935 to where it's a little cleaner, and we have everything, the divorce and the possession and access and the child support arrears all in one order.
Okay, that is fine with me. It sounds like we don't have any interest in the hearing today. It wasn't even on our calendar. And it does appear that there was an agreement reached and we got all the child support issues worked out. So that's completely fine with me. If you'd like to send whatever order today to our office, I'll sign it, or someone in our office will sign it.
And what I'll do is I'll file a motion to consolidate as well these two cases together, Judge, if that's okay with the court, to where we can consolidate the 2016 L case with the 2021 L case. That way it's all one case and not, for the clerk's perspective, it's not a couple different cases.
So what's the number involving the Attorney General?
The 2016 L6651.
6651.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can do that on oral motion or if I need to actually do a motion, but I can draft a motion in
Yeah,
order.
it'd probably be better just to have something in
That's
writing that we can stick in the file.
That's fine, Judge. I'd be happy to do it.
Okay. And I tell you, just for, oops, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, Ms. Maslowski. So is there going to be a finding of any arrearage in the divorce case?
They've already got the arrears confirmed on their end, so we're just going to incorporate that into the divorce decree. So I would just maybe ask that the court take judicial notice of the order from Friday with the AG's office that we're going to consolidate into, as far as arrears go, into this order.
Okay. Okay, so. Yes, Ms. Kozlowski, if you want to listen, you can. I won't mute myself. Everybody can listen to this if they want to.
Okay,
Ready?
learning purposes.
Yeah, that's right. This is cause number 2021L 7935 in the matter of the marriage of Shelby Langley and Devin Langley. Let me have everyone announce who's here.
John Anderson for petitioner.
Ms. Langley, I'm going to get you to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Right. So, Mr. Anderson, you may proceed.
Yes, Judge, we would ask that the court take judicial notice of the service return of the petition that we filed in the case. That was done 8/25/2021. And it was sent to the Clemens unit, the TDCJ, via certified mail.
You have a
We
return.
have the green return.
Okay.
Right here, and I can get a copy to the court if the court would like.
Okay. Yeah. So you could get that to the clerk's office because I don't have a served return.
I'll be happy to do it.
Yeah, in the file.
And I can hand it to the court right now, and I'll get a copy of it whenever I.
All right. And so then just for the record, the number on the certified mail is 7017-3380-00009089 5879. And it was signed for on August 25th of 2021.
Thank you, Judge. We would ask today for a default judgment. Now, if I may, can you state your name for the record? And you are the mother of Braden Michael Langley, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're asking that there be no visitation, correct? For Devin Langley over Braden
Yes.
Michael Langley.
Yes.
And you're asking that because Mr. Devin Langley has been incarcerated in Texas Department of Criminal Justice prison for how many years now?
I'm not quite sure. It's been years.
Okay, and they have no relationship currently.
No, he hasn't seen him since 2014.
Okay, so he hasn't seen him in 8 years, correct?
Yes.
And do you believe that having no visitation would be in Braden's best interest?
Yes.
And are you asking to be appointed sole managing conservator?
Yes.
And ma'am, are you here because, I'm sorry, have you been a domiciliary of the state of Texas for the preceding 6 months prior to filing suit?
Where?
Domiciliary of the state of Texas?
Yes.
So you've been a resident of Texas for the preceding 6 months. And have you been an Austin County resident for the preceding 90 days?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you asking for a divorce on the basis of insupportability and that there is no chance of reconciliation in this case?
Yes.
Are you currently pregnant?
No.
Did you adopt any kids or have any
No.
children other than Braden Michael Langley during the course of this marriage?
No, sir.
Now, do y'all have any kind of marital estate?
No, we've
Property.
been separated since 2012.
Okay, so y'all don't have anything of value that would be inconsistent with the marital estate?
No.
And so you're asking that the court grant you what you have in your possession and Devin to have what is in his possession?
Yes.
And the child support that you agreed to with the AG that we're going to consolidate the 2016 L6651 into this 2021 L7935 case. You had some arrears in that, correct?
Yes.
And you're asking the court to just confirm the arrears into this case for the purposes of consolidating the orders, correct?
Yes.
And there was no child support or medical support going forward that Devin would be responsible for, correct? And you think that's in the best interest of the child?
Yes.
Okay. Are you also asking for a name change?
Yes.
And you're asking for your name to be Shelby Langley Warnke. Is that correct?
Len Warnke.
Shelby Lynn Warnke,
Yes.
I'm sorry. And that's SHELBI LYNN WARNKE. MKE, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, I have no further questions.
And Ms. Langley, how long is Devin Langley supposed to be in prison? Do you know?
I think when we went with the AG, they said it would be May of 2023 next year.
And so he's not in the military. All right. Well, then, based on the testimony, I'll confirm the arrears that were found in cause number 2016 L6651, grant the divorce, approve the terms for support and custody of the child, and find that's in the child's best interest. Order Miss Langley as sole managing conservator. All right, anything else?
In the name change, Judge?
Oh, and also approve the name change.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So I'm just I'm gonna mute myself while we finish this up, and then I'll get right back with y'all. And I guess Ms. Maslowski, any questions about anything you wanted to add?
No, Your Honor, thank you. I noted everything that was just in the hearing on the file.
Okay. Okay, so we can get started on the interest of DEG. And since we're on Zoom, just have to speak slowly and loudly so the court reporter can take down anything that we do. This is clause number 2017 L 6778 in the interest of DEG, a child. Let me have everyone announce who's here. I guess we'll start with Ms. Maslowski.
Blair Maslowski for the Attorney General's Office.
Ken Lipscomb, movement, lawyer for the movement, Your Honor, Pearl Caballero.
And Mr. Gamboa.
I am Daniel Gamboa Jr. I'm the father of Daniel Evan Gamboa.
All right, so this was set for a enforcement hearing today, and Mr. Gamboa had contacted the court. Mr. Linscomb, did you want to get some testimony?
Yes, Judge. I'd kind of like to hear what he has to say to the court. It's his motion, and then I'd like to take him on cross.
Okay, so Mr. Gamboa, if I can get you to raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Gamboa, this case was set today at 1:30, and you had contacted my coordinator with a request for continuance. I want to state what your grounds are.
So I was feeling a little lightheaded and a little hot. So my work let me go home early. I went to the doctor. I do have my vaccines. I don't have my booster shot. But it turns out I tested positive for COVID. So I just didn't want to risk anybody there or take any chance of getting anybody sick. So I called to see if there was a way we can do Zoom, because I didn't want to miss doing court. So I asked if we can do Zoom or reschedule. So she said she would get a hold of everybody and figure it out.
All right, so Mr. Lipscomb, do you have some questions?
Yes, I do, Judge. What type of a test did you take?
I took it was the one that goes inside your mouth, the swab.
All right.
It was at Quality Urgent Care.
What was the name of the place?
Quality Urgent Care.
And where is that located?
It was the location on I believe 1604 and Bandera, if I'm not mistaken.
And did they give you a result in writing?
Yes, I have the test result they gave me.
Okay, and will you bring that to court when we come back?
Sure.
Okay. Now, when did you discover this?
I just found out yesterday.
And so are you quarantined?
I am right now, yes, for 7 days.
And then at the end of 7 days, you go get the test again? Is that how it works?
Yes. Yeah, they want me to go back after 7 days, and then they'll retest me, and then they'll let me know my results after that.
All right. And so there's no one in where you're staying then? Can I assume that?
I have my fiance and our kids, my stepkids. They're all quarantined as well. They can't go to school or anything, and my fiance works from home. So.
And so you're not working?
Right now, no.
And where do you work?
I work at Brinks.
Brinks what?
Brinks Armor Company, the ones that drive the armor trucks.
Okay. And you've contacted them and you've told them that you have COVID?
Yes. Yeah, they're the ones that told me to leave yesterday to get checked. And as soon as I found out, I contacted my manager and let him know.
Who is your manager?
His name's Neftali Gerardo. It's a weird last name.
Okay. And he's with Brinks in San Antonio, Texas.
It's their location is in Shirts, actually.
Okay. You have their number?
I don't have it on me.
Will you bring that with you when you come to court?
Yes.
All right. And are you available on the 8th of June, 1:30?
Yes.
I believe that's all I have, Judge.
Ms. Maslowski, do you have any questions for Mr. Gamboa?
Yes, sir. Do you understand that the nature of the enforcement action that you're behind on your child support?
That I do know.
Okay. Have you been making payments?
Yes, it was coming out of my paycheck.
Okay. How much will you be being paid?
How much am I getting paid an hour?
How much do you get paid a month?
Oh, a month. Let me see.
If you could give an estimate.
I want to say it's around 1,800 a month.
Okay. Do you have any other children that are under the age of 18?
Yes, I have
How
one.
many? One. Is it your biological child?
Yes,
Do you support this child or does this child live with you?
she lives with me. I support her.
Okay.
I don't. Her
Yes.
mom's not. Her mom's not around, so I don't know where her mom's at.
Okay. So, can you explain to us why you're in arrears if amounts been being taken from your check?
Yeah, well, so
Or you won't?
during the whole COVID situation, I lost my job, so I was trying to find something. So I know I'm behind. But I try to do whatever I can. I still was trying to see my son and get him things here and there. But I had lost my job, so it pushed me behind, a lot actually. So when I finally got a job, they started taking money out of my paychecks, and I believe it was 400 at one point, and now it went up to I think 530.
Okay. And you're currently working?
Yes,
When did you start this new job?
I started with them. I want to say probably about a month and a half ago.
Okay, so March?
Yeah, March is about right. Yeah, March
And
12th or something like that.
what do you do there?
I handle we handle all the Fed money that comes in from Houston. Whatever they bring in to deliver to the banks, and whatever banks need to drop money off to different locations. I just take in all the money, balance it out, and then I'll send an email out to them, and they'll know what they get for the day.
Okay. How's your child insured?
She has
Daniel Evan, the child
oh.
at issue.
him. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about his doctor, who his doctor is, or anything.
So you don't, do you pay health insurance for him?
No, I've asked his mom to give me his social security so I can put him on my insurance, and she tells me that she doesn't have his social security card, that she left it in North Carolina when she moved over there, and that it's in the safe deposit box, and if I want to get it for me to go get one for
Okay,
him.
I object, Your Honor, he's non-responsive. I just need to know whether he's insured.
Action sustained.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, sir, are you capable of paying the child support?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Are you willing or capable of paying back a reasonable amount towards your arrears?
I mean, I can pay whatever comes out of my paycheck, but I can't pay any more than that.
Okay, so you're saying to the court right now, in addition to the child support that was already ordered, you can't afford another $100 a month or $150 a month towards the $8,000 in arrears. Is that right?
Not that much, no.
Oh, okay. What could you afford?
Maybe like another 50.
Okay. And do you understand the amount of arrears that our office is showing is $8,002.41?
I know it was quite a bit, but I don't know how much it was.
Okay. All right. So you're saying you're willing to pay the arrears, but the most you could pay is $50 a month.
50 extra, yes.
Okay. And you believe this is in the best interest of your child, that you can pay $50 towards the $8,000 that you owe?
Well, I mean, when I have him here, I try to get him the stuff he needs, and I send him back with him.
Okay. Have you, can you give us an estimate of how much you've spent or given the mother of the child for the support?
Whatever comes out of the child support, I don't keep track of that.
I'm talking about separate from that. Have you given her cash? Have you given her?
Oh
gift?
no, I don't give her cash. I give my son whenever he comes with me, I buy him the stuff he needs, and then I send him back.
Thank you. All right. And are you willing and able to appear back on June 8th,
Yes,
on this enforcement measure?
yes.
Okay, I have nothing further, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
Mr. Linscomb, anything else?
Just briefly, Judge, because I anticipate a lot of this being heard on the 8th. You say that your child support payment is taken out of your wages?
Yes,
How do you know that?
because I get on my paycheck stubs, it shows that it's coming out.
Okay, and so you looked at that recently and it shows that you're paying.
Yes, and then when I calculated, it's $530.
Okay, will you bring those pay stubs with you, sir?
Sure, I'll print them out and bring them.
Okay. And so what is your excuse for being behind between insurance and child support about $12,000–13,000?
Not really an excuse. I lost my job during COVID. But the insurance, I've asked Miss Caballero for his social security number so I can put him on my insurance, and she tells me that she has his social security card in a lockbox that's at the bank in North Carolina, and that if I want to get it, I need to go to.
I've heard that. Thank you.
Okay.
Before COVID, were you paying your child support?
Yes, it was coming out of my checks.
You're sure of that?
Yeah, it should have been, because I report it every time, and then they send me a letter that says that it's going to come out.
You bring us a list of the places you worked. Will you bring that with you, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Judge, I believe that's all I have for now.
All right. Ms. Maslowski, anything else?
Just one more question, if I may. Mr. Gamboa, could you
Ma'am.
tell how many months you were unemployed because of COVID? Was it 12 months? Was it 3 months? How long was it?
No, it was probably, I want to say it's like 7 months. It wasn't a whole year.
Okay, 7 months if you had to estimate. And what other jobs did you apply for during those 7 months?
I tried to do staffing, a whole bunch of staffing companies. I tried to work at the Toyota plant, and then they ended up shutting down because they had some issues going on there.
Okay, what staffing agencies did you use?
San Antonio Staffing's one of them. Remedy Staffing.
Remedies?
Remedy.
Remedy, okay. 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 So you use those staffing companies for work similar to what you're doing now, and also applied at the Toyota plant?
Yeah, well, so San Antonio Staffing does different ones. Remedy Staffing does some of the Toyota plants. And there was like several other ones that I applied to as well. Most of them were for the Toyota plant, but they ended up shutting down because I guess somebody ended up catching COVID there, so they had to shut down for like a week or two.
Okay, I have nothing further. Thank you.
One more, 2 quick questions, Judge.
Go ahead.
What kind of money did you receive from the government for COVID?
I didn't apply for any money for COVID. I mean, during that time.
All right. Did your employer provide any money for you?
I wasn't working during COVID.
Did your employer provide you any money during the COVID period when you were unemployed?
No.
All right. And what is your per hour income?
Right now I make $15.
Is that what you have been making in the past?
No, before I was making 12.
And who was that with?
That was with HSS Security. It was for security for a hospital.
Did you ever work for a car dealership?
I worked for Red McCombs Ford.
When did you do that?
I want to say it was in February of this year.
And what was your job there?
It was in sales.
What was your income at that time?
Man, it kind of fluctuated. I would make anywhere between like $94 to $200. It kind of depends on what you sell and if you sell anything at all.
Have you filed your income tax returns?
Yes.
Bring that with you too, please, sir.
Sure.
Thank you. The W-2s associated with it?
Yes.
Judge, that's all I have. As a witness.
Okay, and let me ask Mr. Lipscomb, Do you think that there was payments were not going through the disbursement unit?
I do not believe they have, Judge. I'm going to look at that and make sure. The lady that, my paralegal that put all this together is not here today, but the latest payment I have is in October of 21. And then prior to that, there's periods of time. To answer your question, there may very well be times when it was not being taken out of his pay, if that's the question.
And Ms. Maslowski, is that something that you can access now just to show?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm trying to actually access it now, but it's not letting me. But it does look like he has changed employers. So it's not consistent. The amounts aren't consistent. It doesn't appear that it's always been out. So I can have a minute. I'm trying to pull it up right now. It's not letting me.
Okay. And then another question, Ms. Maslowski, do you know a way that either parent is able to get a copy of child's social security number?
If either parent it can? Yes. If they're both joint managing conservators, they should be able to have access to the social security number and the health insurance information. Sir, did you sign the birth certificate or an acknowledgement of paternity?
Yes, I signed the birth certificate.
Okay. Yes, then he should be able to get a social security number.
So Mr. Gamboa, do you know in the prior court order, does it say that you're the joint managing conservator of the child?
I don't know if I'm the joint. I don't know. I know is I'm non-custodial parent. I don't really know what all I have, but I don't have any of his doctor information or anything.
But do you have the prior court order that gives you the rights and duties that relate to the child?
Yes.
Okay, where is that document?
It's somewhere at my mother's house, I believe.
All right, well, between now and June 8th, why don't you get that document, bring that document with you to court also. But between now and June 8th, take that document to the local Social Security office and you should be able to get the child's Social Security number.
Okay.
Because they're joint managing conservators based on what I'm reading here.
Okay. And then, Mr. Lipscomb, I was going to have your client also take the copy of that order to the local Social Security office and have her get the Social Security number. So both of you should have that and bring that to the hearing on June 8th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So we'll reset this to June 8th at 1:30. So that'll be a live hearing here in Belleville. Mr. Gamboa, when you show up on June 8th at 1:30, you need to bring along your income tax returns, your pay stubs, test result for the COVID test that you just took, and the phone number for your current employer. And then also bring the court order that names you as joint managing conservator. And between now and June 8th, contact the Social Security office and get the child's Social Security number. All right.
All righty.
Okay, so anything else, Mr. Lipscomb?
No, sir.
And Ms. Maslowski, anything else?
No, sir.
And Mr. Gamboa, any questions?
I just want to make sure you asked for the W-2s, my COVID test, the work phone number, and paycheck stubs.
Tax returns.
Tax returns. Okay.
And any tax returns?
Okay.
Okay, so if nothing else, and I tell you what, I got something else just so Mr. Gamboa is familiar with it. Mr. Lipscomb, in your motion, what are you asking for? Are you asking for confinement in jail for Mr. Gamboa?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Gamboa, that's one of the options. Said you're between $8,000 and $12,000 behind is what it sounds like. Mr. Lipscomb is going to ask that you be put in custody. So I would do whatever you can to try to get that amount caught up a little bit.
Okay, and I mean, do I need to send it to her? Do I send it to child support? How does,
You should send it to the child support disbursement unit.
okay. And yeah, is there any way I can get the information, or do I just look online?
I know, Ms. Maslowski, do you have that? It's a post office box in San Antonio.
Yes, it's a post office box. If you want to, give me your email address. I can email you all the info, and I can also
Okay.
look whatever your local social security office is.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, what's your email, sir? Or if you can put it in the chat, that way I don't misspell it.
Let me see how I can.
It is set out in the decree.
The email is, or the child support office.
Child support,
Yeah, it's PO boxes in San Antonio.
San Antonio, yes.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
Well, it's PO Box 65919. I can't read it. I'm losing.
Yes, Texas, here it is, Texas Child Support Disbursement Unit, PO Box 659791, San Antonio 78265. And you'll want to put your Attorney General case number on there. Do you have that number, sir?
I do not know.
Okay, you're going to need that so they can put it towards or in the for the right case. It's not your court number. It's the internal Attorney General number. It's 0013421852.
52?
52.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you read that number back? You broke up for just a minute, Ms. Maslowski.
Oh, no problem. It is 0013421852.
Got it.
Okay.
And I have your email, Daniel GR or GJR210@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so I can email you that address again and find the Social Security office that's close to you. And I think I know there's one in Houston, but that's probably too far. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Anything else from anybody?
Go through.
All right. Okay. If not, then you're all excused. And again, see you back here in Belleville, June 8th at 1:30. And Mr. Lipscomb, we've moved into a new building. Ms. Gambo also. So it's at 265 North Chesley. We're by the jail.
Oh, yeah. I've been over there before. I haven't been in it, but I've been over there.
Okay. If you can find the jail, you can find us.
All right. Thank you, guys.
That's not good, right?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Well, let's see.